So I was just like looking outside and like watching the birds. And I was just like thinking how the smaller birds flap their wings so many more times than the larger birds of prey. And I was just like, huh, like, and then I like picked up on sometimes the reason why it seems like you're not making as much progress as everybody else, or it feels like your progress doesn't look the same as everybody else, is because you are a larger bird trying to imitate the smaller birds. So you going nowhere fast. And I was just like, you know, the larger birds, they can fly way higher than most of the other birds. And I usually see them all the time, like way up in the clouds, just circling around, doing their own thing in the wind, even when it's like super freaking windy. They're up there just having the time of their life. And I was just like, this is why you should never compare your journey to somebody else. It doesn't mean that the smaller birds are any like less important. It just means that like they all have different roles to play. And while they both fly, they fly differently and they fly for different reasons. Like they live their life differently, even though they're both called birds and they both, you know, fly. So, moral of the story is just be yourself. Just be who you are. Notice when you're just trying to imitate those around you and stuff like that. Just like pay attention to how you feel you should move and how other people are telling you to move. Because everybody's going to have their own opinion of how you should be moving and what progress looks like to them. But progress for you could literally look like you're doing nothing to anybody else. Kind of like how, the other birds, like the larger birds, they flap their wings much slower until like they get closer to the ground. The closer to the ground they are, the more they'll flap their wings. But once they're up in the air, they don't have to keep, putting all that energy in. And sometimes like we'll, try to keep up with the little birds because, that's what we're around. And we'll be wasting a whole lot of energy when really all you need is one good flap and you're soaring to the heights that you're meant to. So, yeah, that's what I got.